What's up, y'all? Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger, right? Hey man, about to do a couple reactions in here. I've been doing reactions all day, man. I just been chilling. Had a laid back day, so we're just doing what we doing, man. Yeah, we about to do Poetic Flacco first. If y'all come in here, hit the like button, subscribe. Tell me where y'all coming from. Y'all want to support the channel. Cash App is at the top of my page in the description. You also got all of my other social media platforms. Y'all go follow me on there too. Boom. We about to get started. We doing Poetic Flacco. It said 4H. The family is accusing him of selling his SOUL. So let's
just shut down the LA gangbangers trying to bully people, trying to hate on people. He just shut it all down. All right, he just embarrassed them. And I want to applaud 4Extra because very seldomly do we see people in the position of 4Extra take the stances that he took, or take this particular stance that he take, that has left a lot of LA gangbangers embarrassed, not knowing where to go from here. So 4Extra stepped in when he felt like gangbangers were trying to bully this blogger by the name of DC Baby Draco, who's not from LA, who's a non-affiliate. He's not a part of any gangs, right? He just do hood vlogs, and gangbangers invite him to their hood. So essentially, Baby Draco and 4Extra, they started off with a working relationship, but they quickly became friends. They do content now consistently. They build a brotherhood. They talk off camera. They're really cool, and they do vlogs routinely. Now, 4Extra has a cousin called Spodyface. Spodyface is also from the same hood as 4Extra. Spodyface just got released from prison. So when Baby Draco and 4Extra was building their relationship and doing work and doing vlogs after 4Extra left No Jumper, Spodyface was not around. So when Spodyface got out of jail, he began to notice Baby Draco and his work. And I don't know what he heard about it, who told him what about it, but he began to dislike Baby Draco. And because he disliked Baby Draco, he issued out a statement banning Baby Draco from coming back to their hood to film any content. The only problem with that is
right. Y'all can't ban nobody if y'all don't own that. If you don't own every house on that block, if you don't own that street, you can't ban nobody.
didn't run it by 4Extra. And 4Extra and Baby Draco do content on a routine basis. And the content that they do is primarily in 4Extra's hood. So
We got this clown, he's back. I'm talking about he's back, bro. Like we got a clown and he's back in the comment section. Hey, bro, keep texting, bro.
you're banning Baby Draco from coming back to the hood to film content. You're essentially telling 4Extra he can't do content with Baby Draco.
DC Baby Draco, the gig is up, homie. You are no longer allowed in the Crenshaw district, especially right here on Vernon Avenue. And had I been out the first time, you would have never been allowed over here in the first place. As long as you continue to benefit, promote, and
Bro,
further
come on,
the
man.
genocide
Keep
amongst our
texting, bro.
people,
Keep texting. I don't even know this dude's name, but yeah, just keep texting, bro. Come on. Come on, yeah. Keep texting.
but you know, I don't do content, I don't fuck with nothing about you. Instead of using your platform as an outlet to shine light on the good that black people do or try to change the narrative of the things that we need out of our community, you glorify it, you promote it. And not only that, you trap these young kids.
This dude must be have a job because I've been doing my live since early this morning. Well, maybe not early this morning. Probably like a little after 12. But this dude, he only comes in at night, so he's a night worker. He's a street walker. Keep texting, sir.
To moments bad decisions in their life that they could never outlive. What you're doing right now is wrong. What you're doing right now, you're starting fires, homie, that you could never put out. And you're not even from this community. You're not even from Southern California, bro. And people keep allowing you inside their communities to start more war, to start more hate.
You want to talk about my jewelry being fake? Come on, bro. Come on, look at the diamonds. Look at the diamonds. Like you want to talk about the jewelry being fake? Come on, come
That
on,
puts more
bro.
hate against our own people. You got people like me and other street advocates and other community activists that's out here putting in countless hours, bro.
I hate when gangbangers do this because it doesn't make sense at all, not one bit. Think about it for a second. Where do this train of logic leads us? Nowhere, because it doesn't make sense. Okay, you don't blame the people who are on camera saying things they shouldn't be saying, but you're now.
All this shit crazy because I feel like 4X should be worried about getting all of his ducks in a row so he could have a future still in media and not be looked at as,
Gonna blame the cameraman for pulling up and recording them for saying these things when he asked them to record them. How does that make sense? It's not about peace at all. Trust me, man. This is textbook extortion. This is how LA works, all right? LA works, right? The economy of gangbanging in LA is able to thrive because they latch on to non-affiliates when they come to LA. So if you're a non-affiliate with some motion and you don't have a side, well, guess what, right? You're gonna run into some issues. One, you're gonna have sides, gangs, trying to recruit you to be from there. And not like you joining their gang officially, but no, you're the non-affiliate, you're the lick, all right? You're the person who are dumb enough to come around thinking they're protecting you and then you give them money. And if they can leech upon you for some resources, you know what's next?
hey, bro, if you want to get up under my video and put Trump for life, Trump for life. Hey, put them in there. Keep typing it, bro.
They're gonna start acting like
Put it
Martin
up.
Luther
Put it
King,
up.
all right? They're gonna start acting like.
Put it up there a million times. Get up under my video and type what you're saying a million times, please.
You're the worst of the worst, right? You're bad for the environment. You're bad for gangbanging. You're bad for the city, and you got to be excommunicated because you don't want to be extorted and you don't want to pick sides. That's what's currently going on with DC Baby Draco, right? He's a non-affiliate. He's out here doing his thing. He's winning. He's shining. He's doing it the right way. And because he don't want to pick a side, he don't want to, adopt beef. He don't want to choose. He want to mess with everybody. Now he's want to be excommunicated. Now they want to excommunicate him for not picking a side. And to me, it's dumb. Because an active gangbanger to me can't be a peace advocate. Because you can't be the creator of the problem and then try to monetize the solution. In LA, being a peace advocate comes with some dollars. It's called the GRID program. You guys is not aware, okay? The city of LA gives about $42 million a year to gangbangers who can be peace advocates because they have influence in their particular hood. So what a GRID program is, right? If, for example, somebody comes to your particular neighborhood, an incident happened, the city realized your tensions is about to be risen.
Bro, you got dudes that come in here and be like, get a job that don't have no subscribers, probably don't have no videos, and are irrelevant because I don't know who you are, sir.
They call you because you have influence in your city and you're able to broker peace among your people and stop something from happening, right? And calm tensions. So if the city is paying you thousands of dollars, right, to offer a solution to a problem that you created, I think that's stupid. So no, I'm not buying this Martin Luther Crip, and not just for Sporty Face, for all gangbangers in the city now pushing this Martin Luther Crip peace, Crip cuss. No, we're not buying that, bro. No, cut it out. You can't be an active gangbanger and
They said Martin Luther Crip. I ain't know nothing about that one.
You gotta drop your flag from our perspective, bro. You gotta drop your flag and denounce your gang and denounce gangbanging before you can be out here trying to be Martin Luther Crip, all right, and Malcolm Cub. I'm sorry, right? I'm not being disrespectful, because again, I like Sporty Face. I think he's good, right? I don't think he's evil. But this goes for all gangbangers, bro. Right?
But this is crazy, bro, to see people. Okay, we talking about this video, but we also talking about what's going on in the chat. It's crazy that people would go out of their way to try to hate on somebody they don't know. You don't know me, never met me, probably don't know what my channel is about, and you know, it's just crazy, bro. Like,
he's said, "Yo, cut it out, bro. You can't be Martin Luther King and Malcolm X if you out here gangbanging actively." Now, Spodyface really pissed off 4Extra when he told Baby Draco that he can't come back at all. Now, when you tell someone they can't come back to the hood, but 4Extra brought them to the hood, from 4Extra perspective, you're not trying to outrank him online, because how does that look? 4Extra brings someone to the hood and then you ban them, and then they never come back again.
Countless hours trying to talk to these kids, trying to do community work that's doing good work out here, bro, and you killing me. You killing 20 years worth of work in one video. Every time we take 10 steps forward, you pushing us 100 steps back, bro.
Damn. I think the drop your flag challenge has been the realest thing in the last year. The drop your flag challenge is pretty much the realest thing that we could go along with at this point. They're trying to help the kids.
It ain't cool, homie. I'm not telling you not to make a living, but what I'm telling you not to do it out here.
Nosy little helper. With Chewy, shop holiday and save up to 50%.
Don't do it out here. Take that back up there for wherever you from. Go that up out here, homie. Ain't nothing personal against you. I don't even know you.
3 days after that video, DC Baby Draco pulled back up to the same community that Spodyface told him he can't come back to. And he pulled up, and him and 4Extra did another vlog. And this was 4Extra way of telling Spodyface, you don't run nothing over here, okay? I can bring whoever I want to bring up here, and he good. Now, 4Extra did play it diplomatic in the vlog, but after the vlog, Spodyface will let it be known, even though 4Extra was trying to play as if they're still cool, he will let it be known that him and 4Extra is not cool anymore, and that 4Extra sold his soul.
All this, they voted for you, for sure. And y'all ain't got no problem with each other. We ain't got no beef, no problems, no nothing. Man, look, first I don't be getting to it, I don't be speaking, I don't be getting to Georgia, into Bush. For sure. The first I don't do it, it's a bump shit. For sure. You know what I'm saying, bro? And y'all, you know, I don't speak on no other grown man, you get what I'm saying? That's my cousin, I love cuz, you get what I'm saying? On Brother Avenue, you get what I'm saying?
It's my first time seeing my man in a long time, 4Extra in a long time, and it look like his hand is like, it's like a nub.
Y'all talk as grown men, cause whatever y'all could, misunderstanding, cause whatever. Sure. You get what I'm saying? Y'all come and sit down and y'all talk. You get what I'm saying? You ain't got no problem, cause you say you ain't did nothing, cuz you ain't got no problem with cuz. You get what I'm saying? Sure. You ain't got you cuz, you get what I'm saying? Sure. And you get to say you with all the homies all through Chris all the things, you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you get what I'm saying? Whatever, y'all trying to get content, whatever, you get what I'm saying? Y'all sit down and y'all talk, you get what I'm saying? On Brother Avenue, you get what I'm saying? That shit ain't got, don't bring the hood and that type of shit. I don't even put all that content shit, that's out. You know, I'm gonna be crip, you know what I'm saying? How are y'all gonna do that shit, cuz? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all talk as grown men, cuz. And you ain't got no problem with cuz, you get what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know, a lot of people, they don't know. We closer.
No, we can feel me. I want you off camera and on camera. Ain't not know I want you both, cuz. You get what I'm saying? Sure. And you brought the homies from the hood, sure. On the thing, you get what I'm saying? Sure. And I know you cuz, you get what I'm saying? So that's why when you popped up, I'm like, bro, this is the fuck going on. But you get what I'm saying? You just stand right there, you get what I'm saying? You ain't got no problem killing my cousin, you get what I'm saying?
Shout out 4Extra, man. The reason why I appreciate 4Extra so much is because 4Extra is himself. 4Extra will tell you he's not a reverend. He's not no peacemaker, bro. He's a 40 Crip, and he's going to die as a 40 Crip. That's his motto, and you got to respect it. But the other people who are pushing peace, it's hard for us to look at you guys pushing peace and take it seriously. Because how come you guys only want to police us? How come y'all don't police your own? You see, we look at you guys a little crazy when y'all go out of your way to try to police and play Guardian of the Galaxy when it comes to non-affiliates, but when it comes to policing your own, we don't hear nothing. Yo, there were 40 Crips, young 40 Crips, y'all little homies, who was on a live stream, slapped a non-affiliate, a civilian, a square, a buster, because he had on orange pants. Millions of people seen that clip. Made your community look terrible and bad. Because why y'all slapping the little homie, who a civilian, just because he had on orange pants? He not gangbanging. Y'all slapped him and y'all violated. Where was the DP for those kids? Where was the put off for those kids? Where was the discipline for those kids? Where was it? There was none. So if you can't police your own, don't try to police us. Because Baby Draco is one of ours, right? He's one of us, right? He's a non-affiliate content creator. He's one of ours.
Hey, what's up?
We're not allowing y'all to police us. If y'all can't police
What's
us,
up? What's up?
No, I don't gangbang, bro. No.
Thank you for hitting the like button. Appreciate that. If you could look at the comment section, we got some clowns in the comment section. Appreciate you for saying hi and things of that nature. Appreciate you.
No, I thought you got one nigga say low down. Wrong nigga.
You're not from Stillwood. You're not from Stillwood. You sure? You're not from Stillwood. You're not from Stillwood. No, you're not from Who's slapping you?
Did you just get slapped?
Yeah.
You just got slapped?
Wow.
Are you?
Hey, where you tapping in from? Let me know where you tapping in from.
Hey?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, this is LA. I'm gonna make it out though. I'm gonna be doing it.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. What the?
No, it's all good.
hypocrites, bro. Hypocrites, man. Y'all little homies is on camera slapping civilians, non-affiliates, busters, for wearing a certain color. But y'all is on the internet tripping on cameramen, on content creators for pulling up and doing content. Where is the internet games at for y'all little homies, bro? We ain't see no videos. We ain't see y'all tripping on them. This is why we don't respect gangbangers, bro. Right? All that peace talk, to me, particularly.
Yeah, that peace talk shit is dead, bro. Like, y'all niggas really got... The realest I seen the peace talks was when Nip got killed. When Nip got killed, that was the realest. That was when the gangbangers actually was like, nah, we not doing that.
Right? All that everybody out there in the music, that was all that bullshit, that right there is convenient. It is extortion. Y'all want to line y'all pockets up with paper the content creators is making. Y'all don't give a damn about peace. If y'all did, y'all be tripping to y'all little homies. I can go online right now and pull up countless of videos of little homies in LA, little gangbangers, terrorizing the community, terrorizing non-affiliates, terrorizing women and children.
Not women and children. Not terrorizing women and children. No. No. It can't be. Women and children?
Where's y'all attention for that at? We not seeing it. Don't trip on DC Baby Draco. Trip on y'all little homies, bro. That's why we hate you, man. This why, bro. When people think about the gay niggas in LA, bro, it's like it's a different level of hatred and hostility, bro. Because y'all play too many games, yo. Y'all come to this internet acting and pretending like y'all Martin Luther Crick where y'all not that, bruh. Stop playing the games with us. Yo, all we ask for that. Just stop playing the games with us, bro. Like, stop using the peace talk to get in the pockets of content creators. Stop using the peace talk to get content creators to do things for you guys that, y'all want them to do. It's really that simple, bro. It's not about peace. The objective is control and manipulation. And this is the route they always take. Now, Sportyface got wind of 4Extra's response or his stance on his DC Baby Draco situation, and Sportyface isn't happy with 4Extra whatsoever. All right, Sportyface has been directly responding and indirectly responding back to 4Extra online.
Man, listen, I'm gonna address this one time and one time only, since everybody wanna run content on my name or flood my DMs or my comment section asking how can 4Extra stab me in the back like that, or how can 4Extras take a person's side who you already even know of his own flesh and blood, or basically commit the ultimate treason. That's a question I simply can't answer. Y'all gotta ask that man that. I'm not gonna get too deep into that and all that, but I will say about the situation is a lot of people don't have morals and standards. They'll sell their soul for anything. That's just the God's honest truth. I've never been a follower, I've always been a leader. I've always been a leader, bro. You know what I mean? And that's just not the case for everybody. So if you pay attention when it comes to stand on business, a lot of these niggas get cold feet, bro. That's a fact. But yeah, like I said, we're not gonna get into too much of that. But as far as pretending buddy, what time it is. We ain't gotta go through the back and forth. I'm not with the trolling or nothing like that. Keep it respectful. Keep it PG-13. He can keep pulling up over there with, ain't nobody right there, or the same parking lot by quick exit by the freeway and all that. I'm not about to, like I said, it's normally scheduled programming, and we gonna see how the story unfolds. There it is there.
Sportyface followed this up with no surrender, no retreat. And when it comes to standing on all business, we never get cold feet. You see how that peace talk went out the window quick as heck, right? You see how it went from peace to now with no surrender, no retreat, right? It's program time. We're gonna see how the story play out. Hey, listen, he coming over to that parking lot, but he not coming over where you see how the peace talk went from peace talk to now we on that fast. I don't know, man. Again, it's not my business. I'm not a gangbanger.
This is crazy.
I don't ever plan on ever going right, to any hood in LA to do anything. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? Do y'all feel like 4Extra really sold his soul? Or do you guys feel like Sportyface is in the wrong here? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch other good...
Let's see what this one about. This Porter Flacco too, y'all. Give me a second. Let me see what's going on with this.
This baseball field called Mount Vesuvius. It was always erupt, a real pain in the ass, a real problem. You know what I mean? So around 305 AD, the stupid volcano decided it's going to blow again. San Gennaro.
So we going to law and crime right now. Law and crime, basically, we got a up on
the back and forth continues. An LAPD official is pushing back on the claim that the body of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez was frozen and decapitated, while the LA County Medical Examiner's Office...
This is crazy. Y'all check out Sidebar Law and Crime Network.
Confirmed there is a hold in place on any information coming out about what may have happened to her. There is a lot to break down. Let's get into it right now. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Real quick, I gotta ask you something before we jump into all this. Have you ever left a meeting and thought to yourself, what did we just talk about for the last 30 minutes, hour? I've been there so many times. The good news is, Fort Milton, okay? This tiny AI-powered device is more than just a recorder, okay? It is like a hands-free AI secretary that you can carry with you every day. Whether it's meetings, interviews, brainstorms, the Notepen doesn't just catch everything. It also identifies key points, it expands into summaries, it delivers role-specific action items to keep your team aligned. Great feature is Ask Claude, because instead of going through all these hours of meeting notes, you can ask it to hunt for answers like, hey Claude, what hot trials did we just talk about covering next year? And Claude will pull up that conversation. So if you're over messy notes, it's time to try Claude Notepen. Right now you can get 20% off with code SIDEBAR20. Just click the
Notepen. They got an AI Notepen now. That's crazy.
link below or scan the QR code. We have another update in the Celeste Rivas Hernandez investigation. So in the case where we do not currently have an announced cause or manner of death for the 14-year-old teenager from Lake Elsinore, California, who disappeared last year, whose body was apparently found in a bag in the trunk of a Tesla registered to singer David back in September out in the Hollywood Hills, there has been a lot of speculation on what happened to her, and a lot of confusion as to why the LA County Medical Examiner hasn't listed this information out yet. So the thought was that they're still waiting for toxicology reports, more information. It was listed as deferred. And then we go to the latest reporting from TMZ, which, by the way, I don't know, was maybe debunked. So it came out that sources close to the investigation told TMZ that Celeste's body was frozen, that it had actually been thawing out when it was found in the car, that she had been decapitated, that her limbs had been severed, cut into pieces, and whether that complicated knowing for sure what happened to her. Here's the problem. This just came out. An LAPD captain and commanding officer of the Robbery Homicide Division told People magazine, this isn't true. Quote, Celeste's body was not frozen. She was not decapitated. The whole frozen thing doesn't even make sense. Her body was in the car for weeks.
So she wasn't frozen. She wasn't decapitated. This is new information.
If she had been frozen solid when she was put in the car, which there is no evidence to suggest she was, 5 or more weeks in the trunk of a car in sweltering heat in the middle of summer would not have resulted in a partially frozen body being discovered on September 8th. Now, Williams previously said that Celeste had been dead for at least several weeks. What is going on? And now we gotta talk about what just happened, okay? This is real. The medical examiner's office has removed information from Celeste's case on its publicly available website. So according to a release from authorities yesterday, quote, at 10:54 a.m. on Friday, November 21st, the County of Los Angeles Department of Medical Examiner received a court order initiated by the Los Angeles Police Department to place a security hold on medical examiner case number 2025-14252 Celeste Rivas Hernandez. No records or details associated with the case, including the cause and manner of death and medical examiner report, can be released or posted on the website until further notice. The department's mission is to have full transparency with the community by providing information about our cases to empower people to make changes that save lives. Since becoming the department head, I've worked on eradicating the practice of placing security holds on medical examiner cases simply by law enforcement request. The practice of security holds is virtually unheard of in other counties and has not been proven to improve outcomes in the legal system. We are dedicated to serving our community with full transparency. However, the law precludes us from doing so while the court order remains in this case. The department previously received a request for a security hold from the LAPD on this case on September 15, 2025, which was denied.
It's crazy, bro.
Due to insufficient justification to warrant the hold. The department understands the public's interest in this case and remains committed to transparency when possible. Information will be made available once the court order is lifted.
So, we just need to know what happened. We just need to know what happened with this young lady.
For questions about the court order, timeline, and the law enforcement investigation into this death, you can contact the LAPD. Now, I will add this. LAPD Captain Mike Bland told NBC homicide case, Robbery Homicide Division. And the purpose of the court order is to ensure the LAPD receives information on this case from the medical examiner's office before the public does. And by the way, Steve Fisher, who we've had on this program before, the private investigator who was hired by the owner of that rental property that David was reportedly staying at which was near where this abandoned Tesla with Celeste's body inside, where it was found and where it was towed. Again, someone we've had on this show numerous times to talk about his investigation. He wrote this on X, quote, "I appreciate the commitment to transparency by the LA County Medical Examiner's Office. They previously denied an LAPD request for a security hold on the case. Now, LAPD obtained a court order sealing the case. The timing of that, along with the wording of the news release from the medical examiner's office, leads me to believe a cause and manner of death have been determined in the case of Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and the ME's investigative and autopsy reports are completed." Is he right? Now, to couple that, something else I got to talk about. According to the LA Times, according to court documents that they reviewed, a detective has categorized this investigation as a, quote, investigation into murder. Now, that is very significant because the LAPD previously indicated that there might not be a crime beyond concealment of a body. So this was paperwork in support of not releasing the ME's findings, which I just mentioned. And you had LAPD Detective Joshua Byers, who said in a declaration that was filed that release of these autopsy findings could taint or jeopardize this apparent murder investigation. Quote, "Will reveal or tend to reveal the ongoing investigation and the integrity of the investigation, as well as the identity of witnesses and or informants who are cooperating with law enforcement and the content of the information."
Yes.
They have provided, which could endanger the lives of witnesses and or compromise the investigation. And Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Craig Richmond granted the LAPD's request with respect to not releasing the ME's information. And by the way, last week, LAPD Deputy Chief Alan Hamilton, who oversees the department's detective operations, said, quote, "Accountability is coming. Our RHD detectives have been working and not waiting for that decision by the medical examiner. They are going to get justice for Celeste Rivas. No one is off the table, including him," seemingly referring to David. Let me bring on right now a special guest to try to get some clarity about what all this means. I want to bring on Dr. Nada Rutherford, Richland County coroner here. Doctor, thank you so much for coming on. Let's start first off. What is a security hold, and how often do you see something like that?
It's very rare that we see a security hold, but usually when we see it, it means that there is very valuable and specific information about that cause of death and the manner of death that they do not want to release to the public. It means that there is something so unique about that death that they want to hold that information close to the chest so that they can still conduct their investigation with.
This is crazy, bro. Like, this case is one of the craziest cases I've ever heard of.
Out the public frenzy that they know will happen once they start releasing details. So whether that's drugs were found in the system, the way the body was found, they said that she wasn't dismembered, but was there something else unique about the trauma that could have been associated with her? Body. They have something specific that they do not want the public to know right now. And in my humble opinion, as a person who works with law enforcement and as a coroner who does active investigations, if there's something very specific and we release that to the public, we could totally mess up the entire investigation. You could lose witnesses. They don't want to deal with whatever information was found. Right now, they are still doing an active investigation, and so holding that information close to their chest is going to help them get justice for this potentially murdered 15-year-old, then I think that they should do it, and everyone should be in agreement with that.
So do you agree with Steve?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, where you tapping in from though? What city? What state? What providence? What country? Where you tapping in from, man?
That right now, the ME's office has definitively a cause and manner of death for Celeste Rivas Hernandez.
I do believe they know what her cause and manner of death are at this.
I'm doing great, man. I'm just in here playing the damn game and just playing the game, man. Just chilling, bro. Oh, you in Miami? What's up, man? I'm from Florida. I'm from Jacksonville. I'm from Jacksonville. Oh, I'm playing Madden. I'm playing Madden. You know my favorite team is the Baltimore Ravens, so but you know I'm from Jacksonville. I know that was I live in yes. And then favorite team just all around in the NFL right now is the Ravens.
And the fact that they have pushed for this hold so hard, they denied the first one, and then they went back again.
What did you make of that? The fact that they requested it all the way back September 15th, 7 days after her body was found.
They want to
man,
keep information close to them for this investigation. You have to think about this. You have someone who's a celebrity.
All right, I'm gonna get back to y'all. We talking about this whole David thing, man. This is got a update like 2 hours ago from the Law and Crime channel. So this is what we're going.
You have someone who has money, power, resources, and the people around that person also have money, power, and resources. So how do you infiltrate and penetrate all of those things if you are giving all of the information to the public? I'm all for transparency, but gosh, we want to know what happened to her, and the people doing the investigation should have that information first before the public gets it and tears it up.
And just to be clear, if we take all this as true, if it was denied all the way back in September, there's a possibility, would I be told?
So you like the chain? Appreciate it, man. Only reason I got this chain, I had a Jesus piece before this, but the only reason I got this chain because it had something to do with, it's like the Indians.
Totally wrong by saying maybe they didn't have the cause and manner of death yet. Maybe it was too premature. Maybe it was too early for the LAPD to request that no information be shared. But now the ME's office may have cause and manner of death, and the whole situation has changed. And maybe you're right. There's something in there that they say this is going to taint the investigation. So do you think that my timeline might be right there?
Oh, absolutely. And here's the other thing. When you have a body that is decomposed, it takes longer to get that cause and manner of death. The body is breaking